Hello, internet people. I'm Jay. This is Cody. We're here to basically discuss some pop culture as we normally do. Today we're going to be discussing violent video games. There's a lot of violence in the media, predominantly in video games, and that's affecting children and causing things like terrorism and school shootings. Cody, you're obviously a fan of violent video games. We have a stack of games here actually that we're going to discuss that are incredibly violent.
Why, yes I am.
Yeah. Do you have, before we begin, do you have anything that you want to add about violent video games or your lust, your sinful lust for them?
Well, what I would like to say is, I think people are pretty stupid to say that video games are a bad influence on kids these days. Much less that news, in fact, are a much way worse influence than a video game can be.
Okay, well that's all propaganda. So for now, we'll begin discussing some violent video games, and we'll just throw some opinions back and forth, and all of my opinions are correct, by the way, and all of his are completely insane. So what we have is rational and batshit crazy. So the first game we're going to discuss is a game that you own, a game that has been the subject of a great deal of controversy. If you don't know anything about this game, you've obviously been living under a rock that's actually under a mound of dirt that is basically had a cave smash itself down upon it. That game is, of course, Grand Theft Auto 4. An incredibly violent video game where you can purchase a prostitute, have her allow you to perform oral and anal sex upon her, then...
Let me ask you a question. Have you smoked any weed today?
Have I smoked any weeds? No, that's a sinful act which God hates. Every time you smoke weed, God tears the wings off of a baby angel, Cody.
Have you played this game?
I have played this game and performed anal sex upon the prostitutes.
Really?
And then cut them in half with chainsaws.
This guy's crazy.
That's not crazy. That's in the game. If you play the game, you will actually...
You must be on LSD, honestly.
No, it's in the game. You actually cut President Barack Obama in half with a chainsaw. That's a mission on the game.
As much as I would like to cut Barack Obama in half with a chainsaw, that does not happen in this game.
I don't think you've beaten the game. Have you played all of the missions?
Dude, yes.
It's an extra downloadable content mission.
No, it is not.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll move on to the next game. The next game on the pile is a game called Infamous. What this involves is you're basically, as the title would imply, an infamous pop star known as Lady Gaga who shoots fire from her breasts with her sidekick Katy Perry. Do you have any opinions about how this game is influencing 12-year-old girls?
Well, one, as hot as it may be to watch Katy Perry and Lady Gaga shoot fire from their tits, no, I have no comment on this.
Obviously, Cody has not played this game yet, so we'll just move on to another game. This is an incredibly violent video game. It influences young women. Mothers, don't purchase this game for your children. It's horrible. She shoots fire from her anus. It's bad. You don't want your kids watching this.
It's a guy on this front cover, not
That is Lady Gaga. I've seen the videos. That is Lady Gaga. I've seen Just Dance. Okay. All right. We'll move on.
Very, very scary video.
A very scary video. She's got the lightning bolt and it's. People don't let your kids get near Lady Gaga.
Let's go to another game that is violent.
Yeah. And this
Call
is a game
of Duty
called COD
Black
Blops.
Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops. Now,
COD Blops for the internet nerds out there.
There are hundreds and thousands of game. Shit.
He's actually interrupting the show to answer his cell phone. That is how unprofessional my co-host here is. So I guess.
Alright, bye.
that we're going to continue with the show. Did you actually interrupt the show for a phone call?
It was my mom.
It was his mother.
Anyway.
Cody, by the way, is underage, so that's an important part here. He's a minor. and
Call
we're
of Duty
discussing violent
Black
video
Ops.
games.
There are thousands of military movies that are out right now. Now,
Apocalypse
how
Now.
can this
Here,
game
John.
right here be such a bad influence on kids?
Brothers
When
in
movies
Arms.
are way more graphic, guys getting their arms cut off, their heads blown off. Just how is
Saving
this?
Private Ryan.
This does not happen in this game. There's blood in this game, but it is not as bad as other movies.
Full Metal Jacket. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just discussing great military-based
I
movies.
thought you were against me.
I am against you in all aspects
Well, you're
of
helping
life.
me in what you're saying.
No,
You're not
I'm
seeing
just
the
throwing
movies.
out the names of fantastic movies. But movies don't have the same effect as video games. Video games are incredibly demoralizing and corrupting. Movies are
And
not the same thing.
how are the games doing that?
Because the games are murder simulators.
Murder simulators.
Yes, you actually participate in the slaughtering and murdering of innocent civilians.
But they're not necessarily innocent in Call of Duty Black Ops if they're Iraqi soldiers. Which, by the way, I don't think they're all innocent.
The Iraqis were completely innocent. They didn't do anything.
This guy's crazy.
It's like murdering baby angels. I don't see any difference.
Obviously, this guy has an obsession with baby angels and getting their wings cut off and murdering them.
Let's just move on to the next.
Guilty by charge.
We'll go to the next one. We'll go to the
Guilty
next
by
one.
charge.
There's three of
Assassin's
these. There's
Creed.
three.
Assassin's Creed.
America, this is how bad this problem has gotten. There are three of these. Hold the other one up. This is a video game series known, I'm just going to take up your entire camera space. We're not to that one yet. Called Are you going to hold up? No, hold up the other one. This one. This is a video game series called, that's a back cover, you freaking moron. It's a video game series called Assassin's Creed. In this game, you play an assassin. You take contracts to murder people. Now, explain to me how this video game does not influence young children to murder their principal.
Do you see them jumping down from the sky with daggers hidden in their sleeves? And
I absolutely do. Every day on Fox News.
Really?
Every day they show us a story about this exact thing.
With a dagger held inside his sleeve and murdering it.
Yeah, that Columbine.
What are you talking about?
You're too young for that. This game is very violent. It
I'm pretty
encourages
sure whatever you were just
children
talking about,
to
this
kill
game was
each
not
other.
out yet. No, it's not. This guy's obviously crazy.
This game is the
He's
reason that
insane,
Columbine happened.
Retarded,
That's all I'm
whatever
saying.
you want to call it. This does not influence people. News influence people. Movies influence people. If you're gonna jump on a game, then jump on the news and movies and try to stop that.
So you want us to stop the news and them reporting cases of violent acts caused by these video games?
If adults want to watch the news, they can get on the internet and sign in on a separate profile, whatever the fuck they gotta get on, and watch the news like that instead of showing it on national TV.
So effectively what you're saying is you want to shut down the news.
On
You
national
want to
TV.
ban news programs.
On national TV.
Terrorist. Look at him, he's brown. He has to be a terrorist.
Sure.
Do you want to just move on? Should we just move on to the next
Yeah,
game?
let's go
All
ahead and
right.
move on to
You
the
wanted
next
to go to
game.
the show them the next game, then we'll discuss that. This game is called Battlefield. Bad Company.
If you love America and your soldiers, you will not be against this game.
I actually am for killing the Vietnamese, so I will not take an opposition to this game. If you hate the Viet Cong like I and Glenn Beck and several other important people do, I would recommend actually picking this game up and making sure that your kids not only play it, but that it is an integral part of their lives. Because obviously hating the Vietnamese and never admitting defeat for that war that never happened is an important part of being an
I
American.
thought you were against violence.
Not when it involves America defeating another country.
But I thought you were against violence with games, totally.
Well, this is a historical documentary.
So necessarily, You're only against violent games that you don't like, but when it comes to something that you do like, you're totally for it.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty
So
correct.
basically, you're trying to ban games just because you're a stuck-up asshole that probably has a douche shoved up his ass, and is just totally.
I don't know. There may be a
insecure.
douche. Hang on. I got fucking a guitar tuner. How the hell did that get in there? Okay, I don't have a douche in there at the moment, but you know, that does not mean that does not happen from time to time, because I'm an American, freest country in the world. We can put anything up our butts that we please, and I think that's the most important part of being an American.
I see.
Don't you love being an American? No, you don't. You're brown. You're a terrorist.
I know.
This has been the rant.
At least we won that little terrorist attack on Twin Towers.
No.
Yeah.
We won when
We were
invaded
successful.
their country with carpet
We
bombs.
were successful. We took down the Twin Towers.
You mean you as terrorists?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell that to the people in Afghanistan getting carpet bombed. Still. Number one. America. That's right.
Vote for violent games, y'all.
Vote against violent games. Support Jack Thompson and Hillary Clinton, and just the fight against violent games in general.
I'm pretty sure that dude has never had a girlfriend his whole entire life,
Jack Thompson.
or has never been laid.
Well, sex before marriage.
I'm
is a
pretty
sin.
sure he was pretty damn abusive too.
So every time you have sex before you're married, God rips the wings off of baby Jesus.
Is this coming from Jack Thompson?
Jack Thompson does have a strong stance against baby angels.
Oh, I see.
Support Jack Thompson and the fight against violent video games that are corrupting our youth. This guy.
Support Jack Thompson if you support baby angels getting their wings ripped off. Support him.
Baby angels are terrorists. Remember that. This has been The Rant. I'm Jay. It's Cody. We didn't talk about the dangers of alcoholism and Four Loko and whiskey shots. We'll discuss that on the next show. Good night, everyone.